Okay, just so we can sync the audio, just get you to clap once.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so firstly, brilliant to have you here. Can you start with your full name and your job title?
Thank you for having me here. My name is Potchu Mendes, Calucane, and I'm a teaching assistant, but I do teach as well sometimes, such as English, music, and whatnot. And then as well, the other job I got is basically coaching as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when did you first get into football, and was there anyone that kind of helped you to get into football?
Was under sevens. I started under sevens back in Spain, and it was basically my uncle playing with his friends and whatnot. He used to take me with him, so kind of get involved with them a little bit. He was a bit like, under 16s, under 17s, so it was a massive age gap and whatnot, but I still kind of blended in with them and whatnot, so yeah.
And then through your childhood, obviously growing up, did you continue to play football? When was the first time you played for a professional, or what was the first time you played for a club?
Yeah, continuous since under sevens really. Like he got me to his academy that he was at that time, and then I played through the whole academy until senior team and whatnot. And my senior team was under 16s. So through under 16s, I went to senior straight away and whatnot, and then played like in and out with senior team, and then my under 16s, under 18s, and then under 18s end up coming here to England and whatnot. First was just to sort of study and whatnot, but then kind of get involved with footballers slowly and whatnot.
So which club was that, and how was it when you joined the club? What was the feeling like?
The club was called Potchu. It's based literally in this south of Madrid, about 10 minutes away from Getafe and whatnot. It was quite like community team sort of, but they compete in like quite high leagues and whatnot. They compete against such as Real Madrid, Getafe, Atletico Madrid, and so on. So they're quite competitive and whatnot. And a lot of their players, they quite get exposed and whatnot, so it's quite good.
And your team here especially,
yeah.
When you're playing at senior level here, what was that like?
It was kind of like challenging at first, because coming to a new environment, coming to a totally like new country and whatnot, and then trying to settle down. It was quite challenging because they don't know you first, they don't know your sort of background and everything, and then the language barrier was quite challenging at first, but then kind of got used to it really, because I just allowed my football to talk really, So I was quite shy and reserved really.
And moving on from there, the piece Still Time to Revive is about cardiac arrest
Yeah.
and heart conditions in football. You yourself suffered a cardiac arrest while on the pitch.
Yeah.
Can you just talk us through that? What were you thinking in the day? What was kind of going through your head when it was happening? Just talk us through from when you woke up in the morning to kind of the end of it.
Yeah. To start with, it was quite like a lovely day. Really, it was a sunny day, like today, for example. Going to the game with the boys. Literally, another day in the life. Really, like enjoying in the car. Go to the game. I wasn't still enjoying that one, no. But then, the only thing I could remember was literally halftime. Go on the pitch, we were losing 1-0 and 1-0, and then suddenly I woke up in the hospital, and the first person that I saw was my coach and friend at the same time, Bernhard. So woke up to him and whatnot. He was trying to sort of explain to me what actually happened and whatnot, and then he was telling me everything that was happening, and I couldn't remember anything at all. And it was quite mind-blowing, because from somebody like me, sort of, I would say, fit and everything, just something to happen suddenly just like that. It was not expected and whatnot. And then asking everyone around, they were saying hey, yeah, it just happened. And when I asked them what actually happened, they always tried to explain it happened about 3 times and whatnot. And it was are you actually for real? Are you sure about what you're saying? And then, the doctors came and explained everything. I say, okay, it's a miracle then that I'm still here, So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, is there any part of you that looks back and thinks, yeah, it's even a surprise that I'm here today? I mean, were you scared at the time?
To be honest, I think it's just scared of people that I'm leaving behind, really, like my family, friends, and whatnot, because dying it can happen anytime, you know. So like I'm literally like, I would say, ready to go anytime, really, you know. But I'm not really ready to what I'm leaving behind, you know. But at the same time, like I'm kind of happy at the same time because I think I'm doing great in so many parts of my life that I'm quite happy and satisfied with anything that I'm doing at the minute. So yeah.
And of course, moving on from there, you explained that you do teaching, coaching.
Mm-hmm.
With your coaching especially, how kind of do you see it as a second chance as such? I mean, you had your cardiac arrest, you've come back, and you still get the opportunity to be part of football, you still get to teach that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what's next for the future?
Yeah, my aim now is to make it to the top, really, make it to the top. And right now I'm literally like doing pre-academy, right, trying to get them ready to the actual academy set up and whatnot. And then as well, same time I do like I'm their teacher, sorry, assistant manager for our step 5 team as well. So we kind of like up and down and whatnot at the minute, like with the step 5 team. But it's just like we have a lovely setup and whatnot. But just trying to build up, really, you know.
How important do you think it is for people to learn CPR as well as how to use a defib?
And I think it's extremely important because you never know what might happen to you. It might be at home to a family member, a friend outside, or even to your own learner in a school or anything. You know, so it's quite important to learn just the basics, really. You know, because it only takes literally a second for something to happen to somebody, and a second for you to actually save somebody's life. That it literally happened to me as well.
Do you think the English Football League, so up and down the pyramids, are doing enough to make sure there are defibs in every single ground across the country?
Right now they're changing, and I think like it's a massive step, you know, for everyone to take part, you know, because it's, as I said, it's extremely important because so many young people have lost their life just because of that, and because there were no sort of facilities or equipment to actually help them when that happened to them. So I think it's a massive tool and turnaround to everything, really.
Brilliant. Can I get you to finish by looking down this camera and saying there's still time to revive?
There's still time to revive, guys.